Hey guys, it's River. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, this channel is dedicated towards documenting the early stages of figuring out if you're multiple or not. I never know where to look, so my eyes are gonna wander all over the place, so sorry if that's distracting. But yeah, we just kind of found that a lot of channels and systems online had a lot of confidence or kind of tailored the videos towards systems who are already solidified or kind of grounded in the fact that there are multiple. Whereas for me and my system, and I'm hoping people who watch this channel can relate to the fact that there's a lot of denial, there's a lot of questioning, there's a lot of learning about multiplicity in general and your experience with it. This is not supposed to be educational in any sense of the word, so please never watch any of my videos and think that this is something you're supposed to take away and learn from. That's not my intention at all. I'm just trying to document my own experiences, and if you can relate, that's great. But please do your own research. Go to sources that you can trust. I don't want to. I'm really serious about that. I never want people to take my content as something to learn from. So the point of this video is, if you saw my other video from earlier tonight, I didn't sleep, but so one of the things I do was I've been journaling for 10 years now. And every once in a while I'll go through journals, old journals, and just flip through them and see the progress I made, the growth I've done, the different headspaces that I've been throughout the years. It's just a good way to reflect. And one of the journals that I have is this one. And it's actually from the summer that I learned that I was multiple. It's one of my favorite journals because there's so much, as fucked up as it sounds, there's so much pain in here. There's so much psychosis, so much just that's if I don't know how to explain it. This is just when I think of my life, I think of this journal and holy shit. So, anyways, the early stages before the psychosis seeped in are pretty coherent. So I'm gonna read little pages that I've already flipped through and found, and then I might reflect after reading each one. I use names in the journal entry, but for the sake of confidentiality, I'm going to refrain to using them as titles. So family members are going to be called their familiar term. My ex is going to be referred to as my ex, my doctor as my doctor. So I'm sorry if it sounds weird because of that, but I'm just trying to keep my business private and also keep their business private. So I'm just gonna start reading. This one is from I think I already showed you, but this is it. So this one's from May 17th, 2018. So it starts off with, I think I might have DID. So far, 2 alters have come forth. Michael, my twin brother, and Buzz, a young boy. Everything has been so confusing with the trauma/memories. Of course, I don't want them to be true, but they are. In one moment, my entire world collapsed. I hope it was just me, or that my sisters never remember. I'm enough to make sure no other kid gets hurt. Things between my ex and I have been weird. Well, not really. I'm just so sensitive right now. I constantly feel as if no one cares about me and my pain, so I project that onto our relationship. I know he's understanding enough to sympathize with me through this difficult time. Buzz came out twice today, one in the morning during OT and again on a pass/hospital visit. Buzz, he built a puzzle and colored a page, normal fun kid stuff. I don't feel Michael anymore, but for a brief moment, a young man named Devin came forward. So one of the things that's super interesting that I realized from reading back on these journal entries is that the names of alters that I used then are not alters that I know in my system now. Whether that's because the alters that I currently have just went by different names at that point, or these are totally different alters that I haven't met yet. I'm not sure. So I hope that kind of becomes more. I hope that becomes more clear as I progress into this journey and I learn more about my system. I don't know what it is about I remember I think I said it here. No, I said Michael, so you read it forward, but I remember Michael a little bit I remember he was very angry and hurt. And he kind of impacted my relationship with my ex a lot, I think. Yeah, and then Devin. I don't fucking know. I don't know if that's supposed to be Damien or Derek or something. I don't know who the fuck Devin is. But okay, so this is, let me see. Yeah, this is the next day. So I just met with my psychiatrist. It's weird because I don't feel like River. My psychiatrist wanted to up the Seroquel. Oh, I shouldn't say the drug name, sorry, but I don't think that's necessary. I feel/think my name is Jude. I'm too mellow to be River. Honestly, River hasn't been around much lately. The stuff with his dad, the monster, is really stressing him out. The not knowing and the feeling pressured to, if it turns out to be false, will probably end our lives. We put the family through too much to come back from this. I think I'm the one that holds the sadness and pain. I'm not like the rest of them. The weight of it all feels comforting, like a blanket. I need to apologize to our ex. River gets overly emotional and scared of losing him. We need to cancel the appointment with the OW representative, because if we have an appointment with our psychologist that day and we miss him, I'm worried about Jude breaking off. He felt like me, but also not me. I don't know if this is all in my head or I'm overthinking it all. All I know is I'm going with how I feel and think. It's not something I'm consciously doing. I know that. I feel like me right now, River. Jude was able to so easily call and completely quit work. No fear, no hesitation. He was sad, but he was strong, brave. The sadness he felt was almost like a weighted warm blanket, comforting almost. Whether I'm pretending or not, I'm doing things I normally couldn't do. I don't remember. I think the job I had at this time was Walmart, but I don't remember being stressed out about quitting or how I quit. I remember being a lot of stress about like going to work, being hospitalized, going back to work, and like telling them I'd be back for good, and then like going back to the hospital like 2 days later, and like have a lot of stress because I was so unreliable. That like really stressed me out. This is what I was going to talk about in the last one with Jude. And Jude, I remember getting a lot of comfort from him. The only one now that I can really think of that would comfort me like that is probably, all of them, like all my elders, but maybe Brielle. I don't know. I to this day I kind of miss Jude. I'm trying to like connect with him, but I don't know what happened to him. I think when Jax fronted, I got a lot of Jude vibes from him. So like I said, I don't know if these are just like my alters using like they had different names, or this is like I don't understand. It's kind of confusing for me, but yeah, I don't know if like the only one that's been consistent was Buzz, and I know like I used that in like the early stages, like back in this last winter, where I kind of like clung on to that as like validating for myself because I was like, well, like that's the one consistency I can think of. So yeah, the only one that I know for sure that's been around is just Buzz. But I remember talking about this in other videos where I feel like there's a lot of us, like more than the like 9 or 8 of us that we know of now that have been on this channel. I just got this vibe that there's more, like there's a lot more going on. Under like as CTAD clinic describes it, like the dissociative surface. I'll take that video down below, but like all that like basically subconscious stuff, not to describe it well, but like all the things below your conscious awareness, I think. Again, not educational. I'm gonna go see if I can find another one. Okay, I don't want to read all of this because this one's kind of personal, but I'm gonna. Okay, that's what my psychologist said about DID. It's my way of coping, but it's not. Living like this is my way of avoiding, numbing. if it's me broken into pieces, which it is, and they never come back, I'll go back to living this empty existence. I need emotions. I need to feel. I need to fill. Need to be filled with passion, and I don't fucking know, but not this shit. I'm feeling, experiencing the symptoms of DID. I don't believe them. My head constantly hurts, but the meds are working, and I haven't been in a situation like with an alter would emerge. I feel hopeless and lost. I don't want this anymore. I hate being / living like this. Yeah, I can do things that I need to do. I can handle work, school for the most part, my emotions, but who would want that? Robotically going through the motions. I lived that way for 20 years of my life. I'm not doing that for the next 40 years. This is what I mean when I say it's my time to go. Oh, sorry, that's triggering. I've lived decades of emotionless days. Then for 5 years, I would call it remission. With this ugly illness is winning all over again. I don't want this bullshit anymore. And that was written on May 22nd, 2018. Yeah, I can definitely relate to the fucking detachment I felt, the emotional amnesia from like all aspects of my life. Like, I definitely feel more attached to my life, and I feel like I can experience my emotions. Like, I think I described it in like my how I never realized I had DID video, but it's like I literally felt like I didn't know what the word dissociation was, and no one ever explained it to me, but like it's like I didn't experience emotions. Like, everything was so like in my head. Like, I would have like crisis in my head. I would have like, it used to be like a physiological like bodily reaction, but I wasn't connected to it. So I think that's what I'm touching on there, and I think the reason I'm upset because I didn't want, and what kind of happens now sometimes, where I didn't want to like open this Pandora's box, and then the dissociation of like the amnesia from like my alters and like the awareness of having DID takes over again, and then I just think I'm a singlet, and then I get this detached feeling from life again. So I was really nervous about that, I think. I'm being mindful of the time, so I'm going to read maybe one more. And also, I started to get really psychotic soon, so. I remember this. I wrote a journal entry about, do we want my ex? And everyone wrote their opinions. Sorry, I should have like pre-saved these. Oh, this is a good one. So this is from June 4th, 2018. I, Jude, have had a heavy day. Our ex and River are trying to figure out if they can make it work. It's exhausting to feel that conflict between Michael and River over it. Buzz came out shortly when we met with our psychiatrist. This is med student. He's still struggling to trust and feel safe, so when he got triggered from memories of River's childhood, all the fear of Buzz holds came out. I'm trying to engage in order to release the sadness I carry. I'm hopeful for the hospital I go to in upcoming treatment. I think the crew is what I used to call our system before. I still like that name more than my channel name, if I'm being honest. I'll explain my channel name in a different video. I think the crew as a collective is finally starting to heal. It's not normal. We don't feel like River, but why doesn't River feel like us? Brilliant. Brilliantly Jude. River. It's my identity within the crew that I need to distinguish. Thank you. So that's just, I don't know if it got kind of messy there, but that's, hopefully that's not anything serious. It's just a timeline. But that's just, yeah. So I don't know why I showed that. But, what did I even say there? Just like conflict with my ex. I remember, wanting to engage. That's what stood out with me. I think that just kind of touches on what I was just talking about. Like I needed to like feel that connection to my life. Like, that emotional amnesia is probably to this day one of the hardest things I deal with. Because like, I don't know how I'm supposed to process something that I don't feel connected to, if that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna vape, so if you don't want to see like nicotine products, I'm sorry, because I just don't watch this video anymore, or like skip ahead. But yeah, definitely like the emotional amnesia and like feeling detached from all aspects of my life is like one of the most consistently hard things. It's not even like bad things too, it's like good things. Like it's one of the things I always think about when I have like depression. I think I spoke about this in my depression video where it's like are my good days even that good? And the reason they don't feel that good is because I don't feel that emotional connection to the good experiences that I have. So like logically, I know I have a good life. I know that X, Y, and good are good memories. I know that these are milestones I've spent decades trying to achieve. But yeah, when I get there, I'm like, can't enjoy it, can't live in that experience. So I hope this video was entertaining. Yeah, if you, I know not a lot of people comment on my videos, but if anyone comments and wants to see some more of the psychotic stuff that I wrote, I'll share that too. Like I said, not only do I usually feel a lot of detachment from very vulnerable things in my life because of the dissociation, this not only was, and this was written 6 years ago, so of course there's that time detachment, but I don't know, I guess I wouldn't share anything too personal, but yeah, if anyone's curious, let me know, because I have like Bible looking journals of like just the most psychotic shit like I wrote. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.